Mr. President, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to you for coming here today. As leaders of the United Nations, you possess the responsibility of guiding this world into the next millennium. The promise of a peaceful and prosperous future depends directly upon the collective actions we take today. As we all know, our world today is not a world of peace and happiness, but a world of conflict and despair. We are confronted with the breakdown of our families and the moral decline of our society. We debate the issues over and over again and yet find no solutions. Why is this? This is because a true solution must include God and deal with the root of the problem and not just the symptoms. To find this root, we must first understand God's purpose of creation and realize that today we face the most important turning point in the history of God's providence. At this crucial time in history, God has asked my husband, the Reverend Sun Myung Moon, to bring a new revelation to the people of the world. I have been supporting him in this work and have recently concluded a year-long tour that took me to 12 countries where I spoke on the topic True Parents and the Completed Testament Age. A few weeks ago, toward the end of a speaking schedule that took me to all 50 states of the United States, I addressed members of the United States Congress in Washington on this same theme. I would like to take this opportunity to convey to you, assembled delegates of the United Nations and other distinguished guests, this important message. God's ideal in creating the first human ancestors, Adam and Eve, was that they perfect themselves through true love, so that as true parents, they could then create a good family of true love, true life, and true lineage. Such a good family would have been formed on the basis of a unified heart and mind among family members in front of God. When God created Adam and Eve, his first son and daughter, God wanted them to be better than himself. Traditional thinking would say that this is absurd. But please take a moment to think about this. When we as parents look into the faces of our children, we wish upon them an infinite amount of love and hope. We want them to grow and achieve things ourselves only dreamed of. Similarly, God wants to give limitlessly to his children. God is not content in giving just 100%. God's desire is to give 1,000 times more than what he has. The nature of God's love is to give completely and then forget what he has given. Unlike some who calculate how much they have given and decide that it is enough, for God, enough is never enough. Moreover, God's purpose in creating the world was to have an object of love. His purpose in creating parents and children, husbands and wives, and all things in this world in complementary pairs was to substantiate true love throughout his creation. Likewise, Parents are to live for their children, and children for their parents. Husbands are to live for their wives, and wives for their husbands. All beings in creation are to live for and give to others. If God's ideal of true love had been realized through Adam's family, that family would have become the beginning of the heavenly kingdom. It would have expanded throughout all of history to the clan, to the nation, and to the world. This would have been the world of true love, the kingdom of heaven on earth. Furthermore, there would have been a parallel expansion of the heavenly kingdom in the spiritual world.